Alright. Back at it again. How's everyone doing? I'm tired. It's only 10:30 p.m. But I would much like to go to sleep. Can you give an overview of your progress? Yeah, I guess. Basically, you spawn in. The world is somewhat randomly generated. You spawn in, and you need to go to this tent. And, sorry, I'm not showing my screen. That's how tired I am. Alright, so the world is somewhat randomly generated. You basically spawn in. Let's find a better world. Now they're all quite sporadic. Oh. That one wasn't bad. Alright, and you need to go to the tent. So you go to this tent, and there's some coffee that you can pick up, and there's a gun that you can pick up. And then there'll be enemies that appear, which at the moment don't. And they'll shoot you, and you can target them with right mouse button, and that little target means that it's snapping onto that enemy, so you can kind of shoot them. And here I am shooting them. We'll run out of ammo eventually, but I can pick up their guns. And like, that's the game. Oh, well, not quite. That's like, let me get this assault rifle. So basically you got the coffee. I mean, I'm dead because you can see the coffee's empty, but it wasn't quite empty. So if I turn off the enemy spawning, actually it won't be on here. Basically, you get the coffee, and then once you have the coffee, so you can see here it's full, you need to go to deliver it to the general. And so you have to go all the way to wherever this arrow points. And this is the general's tent, which at the moment looks the same, but will be different. And it won't have the coffee here, or the gun. And then that's the game. So you have to deliver it there. Yeah, the ammo text is not, that's just a debug text. That's not going to happen. That's not going to be like that. Yeah. So you have to deliver the coffee, basically, to this general tent. And those sparks are also kind of temporary. And the world is basically infinite. Well, no, it's not infinite. But it is, like, very big. And very boring. But that's it. Let's see if we can get to the end. Oh, I got to the end. That's the end of the world. No. Alright. Any questions? What happened to the crosshair? The crosshair is only if you are targeting enemies. So if you hold right click and you're actually pointing towards an enemy, at the moment it's even if you don't have a gun. But if you hold right click and you're like pointing towards an enemy within a decent angle, then you can shoot at them. And that's what this is. This is just showing you which enemy it's targeting. Those enemies are trying to shoot me, but they're just shooting not me. And this guy is like facing the other way somehow. I don't know, man. He just fell on his face. Yeah. How does the coffee spill? Yeah, when you get hit, the coffee spills. So if I pick up the coffee, and then let's try and spawn maybe like one enemy. No, that didn't spawn anyone. There you go. Then see, as he shoots me, I'm losing coffee, and you can see the level go down. Now I don't know if aiming works vertically as well. It should. I mean, maybe it should be normalized though. So I'm kind of gonna probably work on enemies for a bit, because they're a bit weird. So like, let me see if I can kill him. See, I'm hitting that thing though. Why am I not shooting him? Like, that's wrong. Somehow. Well, I mean, I guess it's because... No, but that's fine. Let's move this here. Let me just make it so that I can just spawn let's say F4. We'll just spawn an enemy. That doesn't work. Oh, because spawn is false. Why did that spawn too? That's key press, not key down. I guess I could just do it on release. I feel like pressed should the first frame, yeah. That's a bit weird. Oh, because they're spawning anyway. I think. Yeah, whoops. No, wait, they're not. What the heck? Why are the enemies spawning? Ah. Whoops. Alright, never mind. Okay, so there's my one enemy. So this is what's going... This is the vector. This is how I'm shooting. Oh, because the origin of the player is that? Like, really, I think it really has to be from the gun. Like, it really should be from the gun. It could be from the origin of the gun. I guess I wouldn't really care about that. Like, that's probably fine. Like, it doesn't matter, honestly. And it's fine for the game jam. So, if I look at... this... So the shoot origin should probably, like, if we don't have a gun, I guess we will return. And if there's no ammo, let's just, yeah, sure. But let's put this block here so that we can basically set the shoot origin to be the gun's translation. But we'd probably need to get the world translation, which is why this is a bit annoying. And then I guess we can use the player's translation for this, maybe. But then this will be the gun. And that's just gonna move it up a bit. So I do need a gun now. Spawn an enemy with F4. Pick up a gun, maybe. That was weird. So now you can see it's going from the origin of my gun to him. Now it'd be good if I can if I go too far out, I can't aim at him. That's probably too much though. No, I did want to do that actually. Why is it so difficult to pick up this gun? I have to like jump on the table. Where's my enemy? Okay, that's really weird. It almost looks like it's working, like, but it's just backwards, but then you get some weird cases where it's clearly not working. Because that's like the side. Oh, no. It's because it's relative. Oof. Because it's not an absolute thing. Like, as in that's not the world rotation. Because it's dependent on the player's rotation. So how would I even do that? Or should the player just rotate towards? I guess the player should just rotate. Yeah? Towards, like... What if we do that? Like, if you aim... Oh. Maybe not. Damn, I went high. But see how I rotate towards him? That's kind of dope. But then I don't know why that happens. I think I should just not... Like, I should probably zero out the Y. But that does look cool. Let's try that. Because this should now just be a horizontal rotation, I think. That's pretty dope, I'm not gonna lie. That looks pretty cool. Yeah, I like that. Nice. Now, we're also printing... Yeah, why can't I pick up the gun? Look, I'm on it, man. I'm like literally touching it. Let's look at the physics colliders, because I don't know why. Because it should be this gun, pick up. Maybe only selected. Which is here. And the player is clearly intersecting it, is it not? But I'm gonna move if I do that, which sucks. That's very strange. I mean, we could make this a bit bigger for the pickup, but that's really weird. Whatever, Peter can deal with that maybe. Because see, it works here. Look, it's working now. But it just wasn't before. Oh look, now I can't pick up the coffee. I can when I'm here, but... Oh, now I can. Weird. Let's spawn me some enemies. Why is he not dying? Okay, he died. So there needs to be a max range. And the guns need to have range. So that snipers can basically be long distance, right? And there's no accuracy at the moment either, which kind of sucks. You know what would be cool if we could slow down the time step for when we're aiming down sight. That would just be cool, I think. Will the character remain as a desk? I think so, because Tim made a desk.
The character remain as a what?
As a desk.
Bro. But nah, I think I might have to. You know.
Maybe the problem is when intersecting both gun and coffee. Yeah, probably. Because I think they might be overlapping. Let's have a look. I mean, they are... I guess they're overlapping, like, the slightest amount. Like, this is them overlapping. Yeah, look at that. This is them overlapping. Very, very small amount. But like I could move the coffee away from the gun. Not that that's like high priority, but sure, let's do it. No real problems here. Oh, actually, this is still, look, grab assault rifle. I'm not intersecting that, am I? Oh, is it because the player collider is big? Well, the player collider is big. But see, it's not letting me pick up the coffee. Ah, but I have to... I think this is just with how Peter set up the physics events. You have to basically leave it and then rejoin it. I can't move from one to the other. I have to, like, leave and then rejoin and then it works. So that's kind of weird. But whatever. Man, this map though. This might be an impossible map. Oh, nah, I got out. Oh. That's pretty dope though. I do have to say I like the... And does this should just pick up ammo? I guess it does though, if it's the same type. And it kind of consumes it if it's not. That red laser's stupid. Yeah, it should probably appear when you aim or something. What's your opinion of C# now that you're more experienced with it? I mean, I've used C# for a while. Like back when I worked at EA, I used it a lot. Because all of EA's tools are written in C#, like the level editor and like Frosted. And everything is all written in C# WPF. So I used it a lot then as well, and I really like it. I've always really liked it. The only time maybe I didn't like it as much is when back in university, when I didn't really use it that much. But yeah. Okay. Yeah, Tim, you probably could have just made like a low poly soldier.
Low poly soldier?
Yeah, like...
For the main character?
Yeah, imagine something like this. How cool would this look?
Oh.
Not that there's time, but I'm just saying. Like, this would be kind of dope. Yeah, because check this out. I did this thing. I don't know why the crosshairs here. That's weird. Oh, it's always been beneath the level, I think. Anyway, so I made it so that the... I can spawn enemies with F4, but basically, when you aim, it rotates the player.
That's sick.
So that just makes it feel so much better.
No, that's actually really nice.
And then so you can kill him.
No, but the reason why I didn't make a low poly character like this, because
this.
one of the things, make somebody cute, 2 legs, no arms.
No, I know. That definitely was the initial idea. But also Warzone, which this does not feel like a Warzone.
Yeah, but you have the tank traps and you have the...
Oh, I haven't done anything. Yeah, but that's not going to suddenly make it look like that, is it? So what are these sand traps? Sandbags.
Yeah, there's a...
Oh, there's even a prefab.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So just scatter them around.
That's kind of cool. And then what was tank traps?
Or anti-tank traps.
Anti-tank traps. So anti-tank traps. So they're traps for anti-tanks. I'm kidding. Either way works. Oh, prefab not valid or whatever. Yeah, right. This reminds me of Company of Heroes.
Company what?
Company of Heroes. You haven't played that? Oh, it's an RTS.
Yeah, but I think like if you scattered a bunch of them, I think that could transform it to like a scene, war scene or whatever.
I won't lie, I kind of like this gameplay. Like, come feel it. I'll just give you infinite ammo.
Thanks, yeah, I'm generous of you. So what is this?
So,
right click to aim?
Yeah. And then you can F4 to spawn in enemies.
Okay. So when
you can't aim, you have to kind of be facing them a little bit to aim at them. But doesn't that? Yeah, and that's you can't because it's going through the ground.
The gun should orient towards them as well.
That's difficult, so I decided not to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's right. It's. Well, I don't know how difficult it is, but it's because it's relative to the player, and the player has a rotation. Like it's not. Well, it's.
Bro. Like.
Yeah, I think you have to. But also, you picked up a shotgun. You have no ammo. You shouldn't have picked up a different gun.
Oh, and it just
You have to go
despawns
to
out the gun?
Yeah. You have to go to gun and then ammo count and just drag that up. Yeah.
Why can't I kill this?
I think it's because it was going from the origin, which I need to make the origin the tip of the gun as well. Because it's going from the origin, and if the origin's back here and you're behind something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you need me to re-export the mesh?
No, it's fine. Although, it would be faster from a performance standpoint if the origin was the tip. Because there is an entity that's the tip, but I'd have to find it or through the children. Yeah, I don't know why that happens as well. That sometimes happens.
No, that's not what I meant. But I meant, like, you see how we're doing recoil?
Yeah.
We won't be able to do that if I change the origin.
Oh, I see.
Because we're rotating it around
right.
the origin.
Okay, well then it doesn't matter. I'll just make it... Yeah, it's fine. Cool.
If it gets more consistent, that every book makes it happen, you know. But I don't know.
Skies can be grey, but also the reason the fog is like this is to hide the well, because it's kind of like fog of war, but also to hide the chunks kind of spawning in. Which you can kind of see if it's snow, because they're a little bit emissive. And you can see them through the fog. But I kind of like the fog. It's nice. Oh, I can have 2 coffees. Nice. The ultimate dream. That's because this tent is not really complete. Alright. Yeah, I think crosshair should be not visible by default. Okay, so I'd like to get, like, when chunks get created, I'd like to spawn in enemies. And not even when they get created, just when they get, like, set up, I think. Yeah, that's a good idea. But not the initial ones. I think that would be good. So like, this can probably go away. But when we do set chunk, we can maybe check to see that it's not can spawn enemies equals true, and then we'll just turn that off for the very first one, for this one. So the tent will be false and false. But otherwise, every time you go away from a chunk and come back to a chunk, within that chunk it can spawn maybe like 1 to 3 enemies or something. I don't know, man. Like, that'll be quick and dirty, and that'll be kind of fun, I think. So if can spawn enemies, then basically spawn enemy in chunk or something. And like we have a chunk index, so we can just look at probably, well, actually we can get the chunk, can't we? The chunk itself. Because what the heck does this do? Chunk index, yeah, there it is. I'll just reassert that this is the case. This root entity's position is correct, right? I thought we used that. Oh, we used to maybe use that. Do we still? Maybe I did get rid of it. But my point was, we could probably use that, because that its origin. Yeah, no, we can. So that's like the min, and then it'll be plus basically chunk size. Times like the tile width. Whatever.
Hey, the general's tab, how dirty do you want it to be?
Clean.
Clean.
He gets his boys to clean it.
Okay. Even in World War One.
Of course, especially in World War One.
Especially in World War One. But not perfect clean, though, right?
Yeah, I guess not. Wow. That spawned a lot of enemies. What the heck? I don't want it to spawn around the origin, but also why? Like, this shouldn't happen immediately, right? Why did that spawn so many enemies straight away? Oh, because it also does that when I move. I forgot about that, old chestnut. Oh, but their Y was probably 0. Yeah, that's right. You can't just spawn them there. You have to check the tile and adjust the Y value. Yeah. Yeah, it's just gonna keep spawning like a lot of them. But also, I guess maybe, like, what we could do is kind of only do it if it's new. Then eventually you'd kill everyone. That might be better. Whoa. No, that's not better. What the heck? It spawned... What? How did it spawn that many? Did you guys see that?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, I'm in the for loop. That's hilarious. 1 second. That's really funny. Yeah, so that's probably, that might be too many, especially around spawn. I mean, we could just check to see if they're in a radius where they can spawn. Like, we could be like, hey man, if, like, vector3.distance. Well, actually, we could just be translation length. If that's less than some safe radius, like private vector3 safe from origin radius. Let's just say you can't spawn within 20 meters or 50 meters. No, 50 is probably too much. 30 meters from the origin or whatever. That way we can make sure that we don't spawn. So we only got 2 enemies spawning there, but I guess they will come and find you. Maybe. Or maybe they shouldn't come and find you. They should probably just, yeah, run around. Okay, that's good. So next up then will be, was it just me or did Tim want me to come? Oh, but he's kind of gone now, so we'll see. But, next up was their Y position. their Y position. So how do we deal with that? Easy. The spawn enemy chunk, once it finds a translation for them, it needs to get the tile at that translation. So it can only spawn them if it's not null. But additionally, we can get the Y of that tile, and we can basically set this Y to be tile translation Y plus like another extra meter or something. And so now they should actually spawn like, you know, above the ground basically. But if I go out further, I should encounter more enemies. There's this enemy container here that's storing them, so I'm just kind of looking at this to see them, like how many of them are spawning and stuff. And unfortunately, I'm not seeing them spawn. So that's not good news. It might mean that the tile is null, which would be unfortunate. There's nothing in the... Did you want me to come over?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll be right back, guys.
I just wanted to check out the textures.
Yeah.
That's one of those now places.
Oh yeah. That's nice.
No, that's the good thing.
Oh, that's nice. This is better.
You happy with this?
Yeah. Ship it. Alright, Tim's tent looks good. The general's tent. So why am I not spawning? It's got to be because it's null. But it shouldn't be. Like, I'm surprised it is. Yeah, so it couldn't spawn enemy at 31 by 25 because that doesn't actually exist apparently. Really? Really, 27.3 doesn't exist. Oh, he's falling. That's funny. Poor enemy. Why is that the case? Null tile is what I meant. But that's so strange. Because this, like, it should definitely be here. Unless I'm just wrong when it comes to this, which actually, now that I think about it, I might be. No, but I'm looking at the root entities translation. Like, this is as real as it gets. Because that's actually, according to Hazel, like, what the entities translation is. And then, what am I doing? Is this right? I'm going all the way up to max minus min. That's gonna give me a number between, yeah, 0 and 1. That's weird. Oh, but to be fair, this isn't gonna work for negative, is it? Oh, no, I think it is actually. Why wouldn't it? I am negative here though, so let's maybe go positive. And let's see if it manages to spawn any enemies. Yes. It is spawning some enemies. But not, like it's still not, yeah, it's still not managing to. 26 and 1. That seems very wrong though, because I'm all the way at 139, so why is it trying to spawn enemies at basically the origin of the world? What the heck? That's very wrong. Yeah, that's not right. Wait. Hold your horses. The root energy of the chunk is always 0. Huh. Maybe if you look at the first child, you'll see the right result. Ah, man. I don't think you can look at the root entity's translation. Okay, what if we do this? This might be a bit of a hack, but like we could see if this works. Well, that worked. Yeah, I think that works. And see, they're above ground, so clearly they're spawning in. All right. Yep, good. The root entities were all at the origin. That's why. I mean, that looks like we're spawning in plenty, and I think I might want to increase the radius to make it like, kind of like, you know, maybe don't spawn too close to home. But where are they? Oh, that one's falling through the ground. Great. Yeah, it's possible that they sometimes fall, which is a bit worrying. Maybe I could just make them like spawn in. By doing +2, maybe that would be safer. But like, that radius, I guess it's also a vertical thing. Well, I just want to make it safe for you to get your stuff. And then be like, alright, I need to go this way to deliver the coffee. Uh-oh. That's a bit scary. Oh. I'm out of ammo. Yeah, you need a way to fight them without... Like, you need to jump on them or something. These guns, like the assault rifle, yeah, they have gun barrel. The what?
The red beaming light on the general's tent as well.
Yeah, I guess so. But I can set that up.
That doesn't look the best.
On the yellow, you mean? Or
Yeah, this is the yellow.
it can be green, or it can be a yellow light. It can be. I don't know. I'll figure it out, I guess.
Well, basically, yeah, just if you want the green tent, no material, default mesh material. If
Yeah.
you want the yellow tent, then M tent material.
Okay.
And then
What was the first one?
just default mesh material.
Okay, yeah, yeah. So shoot origin is the gun's transform, but let's try to do gun.children 1.transform, but I don't know if that'll work. It's a bit dodgy. Yeah, that seems to be... Either that's just the wrong one. But why, like... Why would it be that side? It should be here. I'm just not sure if it's actually correct. Like... This is not fantastic. I don't know if this will make a difference. No, it's still from there. So that's super strange. Like, what the heck? I know we're incrementing it a little bit with that specific line. Oh no, actually, it's going directly from shoot origin, which is the world position, basically. Like, how? How is that wrong? I mean, it was the assault rifle, but that doesn't really make any sense, does it? That's the pickup. See, the gun barrel is here. So, which is, yeah, the positive kind of direction. So if that's where it is, then how is it coming up? Get rid of these icons. Then how is it wrong? I swear something weird happens with the gun. Like, it's like sometimes it's... Because remember how it goes... Because, like, look at that rotation, man. Like, something is just not correct. What sets the rotation? I mean, I set it sometimes, but... Why is it 180, 180, 180? I mean, it kind of works. But what sets... Like, is something setting that? Because, look, I can't control the position. So something's got to be telling the gun where to be, maybe. Oh, look. Position gun. Why? Why does the gun need to be positioned? Oh, oops, I was running it. The gun is the opposite direction to the player because Peter did some stuff at one point. Okay, so now it's a bit weird. Something's still setting it. Look, I can't... Oh no, I can rotate it here. But what's controlling the X rotation? Okay, something's still controlling the X, just the X rotation, it seems. What does this gun draw across here? Oh, that's the... Yeah, the aiming thing, okay. Oh, the gun has its own logic, which might position it, I think. There it is, rotation. That's only when you shoot. Oh, on update, look. I guess because there's recoil and all this stuff. Okay, well, let's keep this for now. I did that thing again. That still doesn't explain why. Oh, what? I compiled that though. What? Yeah, I don't really like that. But I'm trying to diagnose why that is completely off. Like, it's supposed to be the barrel. Yes, Hazel can run on Linux. We wanted to ship this on Linux, but maybe not day one.
not know about it.
And there's Peter's upside down gun again. Actually, yeah, the red pointer is pretty much going from the right place, isn't it? So how is that working? Ah, well, it's just this. I mean, that's actually not a bad hack. Instead of doing the gun barrel, this is a bit weird though. I don't know if this will quite work, but instead of doing the gun barrel, we could just take the gun, transform forward. Like, we could just take the forward vector of the gun. So like, as in the, I guess we'd need this. So let's get the world transform. And then move it like a meter forward. Like, what would that look like? So the pink one is the one I care about. Where are the enemies at? Let me just spawn one. That didn't work. Well, they're here somewhere. I think it's just a bit hilly, so they're a bit... No, that is dumb. But why? Look, it's because the rotation's like wrong. It doesn't take into account rotation or something weird like that. I don't understand how that's possible though, because it is the forward direction after all. Yeah, very weird. The playlist is it's just synth pop genre on Epidemic Sound. Ugh, I don't know why this is so difficult, man. Like, it really shouldn't be. I just don't understand why it's not working. But like, also look, the gun is just like upside down a lot more now. This used to be more rare. But that's like, I don't know, that's Peter did something. Like, that's Peter, the whole gun situation code is all Peter's. So I don't really know. Like, I don't want to spend time. Yeah, I mean the red line. How is that happening again? That's this draw crosshair thing. Yeah, that just happens to be the translation of the player somehow. Plus direction. I don't understand how that actually gets you there. Oh, but also it's doing minus forward. Why is it doing minus forward? Maybe I'm going the wrong way somehow. What if I do minus forward? I mean, that shouldn't work because it's not like it was backwards. But also, yeah, that's a bit weird. I mean, that's still like, again, the rotation. It like doesn't, it look... I don't know how the red line is working so well. I mean, it's, again, it's originating at the back though. So it's not really working that well. But it's just using like the player's translation basically. Plus the player's forward, right? Well, yeah. Direction Y. Do I have to play with that? No, well, let's just the origin. Does this work? I mean, that's gotta work, right? Maybe it's just that forward vector is weird, but that doesn't make much sense either. Like, see, that's also getting more and more, like, right or whatever. That's so weird. Unless I'm doing something ridiculous, I don't understand why that's happening. But actually... Oh, he found me. Stop spilling my coffee. Where's the gun? Because I was going to say, the gun... No, but the gun does have a static mesh. So this is actually the... Because I thought maybe it was a sub thing, but it's not. Yeah, this is, I don't know, this is nuts. I really don't know why this isn't working. I think it's something to do with the weird, I do still think it's something to do with the weird rotation that Peter's doing, which I don't really understand, and I don't want to waste time on that. So maybe we can just leave this for Peter to figure out. And for now we can just maybe use like just the player's translation. Oh no, I'm out of disk space again. Oh, Peter. I'm so sick of Peter's jolt things. So now it's like the ground. Oh, because, well, yeah, that is the player's origin. So what happens if we just take this, like, again, if we just fudge it. So if we do plus new vector 3, so if we lift it up like a meter, again, it's weird that we have to do this, but, and then shift it like right. Why does this not work? Huh? It does work, it's just stupid. So we take it up a little bit, we take it right a little bit, and we take it forward a little bit, based on the player. That's gonna be a bit slow. Well, not ideal, but... No, well that's wrong. It almost looks like it should be minus both of those. Because forward, I don't know what, this is very weird. I'm gonna have to do a bit of a deep dive on this after the jam. Like in terms of Hazel's and what the heck Hazel is doing, because it's a bit weird. Where are the enemies at? Can I spawn a few? I don't know if that still works. Maybe it does, maybe it's just spawning them not in the right place. Any of them? No, they're all falling through the ground, man. Why does this sometimes happen? And that doesn't really seem to work anymore. Alright. No, that's not quite right. Let's just leave it at that. Okay, so this is obviously now originating from the middle of us, which is a bit weird, but it's probably okay. What is he? Why is he missing him? That looks like a direct hit. Okay, I want to get rid of a couple things. I'm going to get rid of this stupid thing. And this draw crosshair, like, let's not do that. We don't need that crosshair. And by crosshair, I mean that red line that Peter did. We won't do that. Still don't understand why half of them fall through the ground. Like, we're supposed to be getting the tile that they're on. The gun's backwards. My coffee's not bad. Okay, now I'm dead, I think. Like, as in my coffee's dead. We don't have a way to slow the time step down, do we? Through Hazel at the moment, through C sharp. I don't even know what that would be. Yeah, do we do that? I mean, I think it would be cool. So let's just do this, because I think whatever. Like, I don't really care what this game turns out to be. It's just, I just want it to be cool. So let's maybe make. So how would we do this festival? The scene should probably have a time step modifier. Or a time step scale. Or just a time scale.
Yeah, and you haven't been changing the enemies prefab at all, have you?
No. I don't think so. Okay, that's it. So now if I go into player, this is basically how it's gonna work, I think. If we go into player, if I'm, yeah, the targeting situation. Yeah, I didn't do that last thing though, that's okay. Let's just try this. That's kind of cool. That muzzle flash is the worst thing ever. I made a perfect muzzle flash and it's ruined now. I don't know what Peter did with my muzzle flash. He can go after me, but he can't go after my muzzle flash. That's on the gun, right? Like, what the heck did he do, man? Why is it like this big? Is he having a laugh? Where are my enemies at? I mean, that's still kind of lame. That muzzle flash. That's pretty dope, though. Alright, cool. So we can slow down time. That's nice. That makes it a bit cooler. I don't know, I should probably not tweak this anymore. But I do like it more when it's a bit more subtle. We've got the upside down gun again. Okay, I think the other problem is that I just want the muzzle flash to stay there for like a frame. It's just because we've slowed down time, it ends up being longer. Or does the gun do that? No. Yeah. That's better. Yeah, that's great. Alright. Whoops. Midnight. It's exactly 12 a.m. now. Great. Right. So, basically, if I can just grab this and take it to... If I can just take this to... Out of ammo. So that's the general's tent, and that's basically done. I don't know if it... no, it says that's upside down now. I mean, back to front now. Flip to whatever, great. Alright. Weird. Lots of weird stuff going on. Let's build the shader back. Because I feel like there was something there. Okay, that doesn't work. Great. Why does that not work? No. What the heck? Yeah, really weird. That doesn't work. What are all these Vulcan errors? Are they all the same? Yeah, there's multiple threads thing. Whatever. We might have to run a debug build of this because it's just not working, yeah. Thanks, Spectral, for the $5. Interesting to see you up so late. How much longer will you stream for? Also, thank you for teaching me programming. Love from Melbourne. You're welcome. I don't know how long I'll stay up for. I kind of want to get some sleep, but there's 11 hours left until the end of the game jam. So I don't know. Peter's gonna wake up soon because he's in Sweden, and Tim is working hard as well. So there's 3 of us. We might be able to get some more work done. Like Peter might take over when I go to sleep, but I don't know. I was gonna maybe do a 24-hour stream, but maybe not. I'm not. Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm like burned out. It's just there's definitely been some annoying things here. Oh well, look, it works in debug. Are you serious? Why? This is what we get. This is debug performance, guys. 11 FPS. Why does it work in debug and not release? That's so weird. My map looks like an actual real crash. That's not like a C# exception. Huh. Oh man. Doing game jams with your own engine seems like a great way to learn, way to improve. Yes, we always end up changing a lot and adding many features and stuff. But yeah. I feel like I remember this stuff happening. Why does this happen in release though? So script component get instance. Oh, I do remember this. Yeah. I don't think. Oh man, I know exactly what this is. Oh, this is annoying. I forgot that this was a thing. This is because apparently you can't do .as. Which of course makes sense, I guess. That's the worst. You can't do .as in the onCreate function, which I did in one place. Here, like enemy manager, for example. So basically, let's make this be not done here. Let's just make it that. The errors are just Visual Studio's as tight as I am, honestly. Like these aren't actually real errors. It builds fine. And were there any other places that I did that? Yeah, this. So let's also replace this with that. And anywhere else? No. Okay, so this should now work. If I switch back to release, well, this is for the thing. But if I go back to Hazelnut, and I just need to make sure that I redo the I just need to rebuild the asset pack. Don't worry about that. I should just maybe remove that breakpoint. Now if we run the runtime and release, hopefully it works. Yep. Yeah, so see, it was just that for some reason. Alright, so this is our little game. Whoa. You'd be spilling my coffee. I couldn't kill him. That's not good. Well, I can always run. Yeah, so there's still a few things missing from the gameplay, but, you know. And there's my tent. Yeah, I don't like that. It's almost hard to kill them because of that. Yeah. No. Am I staying up until submission? Probably not. But yeah, there's still so much work to do. But like, I don't like understand, because I have to do audio as well, and which I haven't even. I don't know, man. Usually I do like I have quite a bit of time to do audio, but I don't anymore.
Are you gonna be doing it today?
I don't know, man. I don't see how we're gonna finish this. Like, I just feel like this is.
What happened?
I don't know. To be honest, it's just been like stuff just hasn't been working well. Like, I feel like.
This is what I said.
Not Hazel though. Well, I don't know.
That's what I said when I meant like developing games is almost harder than like actually doing engine, because you're dealing 90% of the time with worse quality code.
Well, no, I think like for me it's two things. Like the math with hexagons screwed me up, and sorry, not with hexagons, with chunks, and like nothing to do with these cute little innocent hexagons, but like that screwed me up a lot, and that honestly I feel like almost half a day, you know. And just like stuff like trying to get the guns forward direction, and it's just like for some reason is weird and doesn't work. I can't get the barrel. Like I could not, and I spent like an hour trying to figure out like this stupid barrel like position, like the front of the barrel, and I just can't get it. Like no matter what. So at the moment it's shooting from the origin of the player. Like, well, no, it's not shooting from there, but that's where the ray gets drawn from, which can be a problem. Because it might hit walls and stuff sometimes.
Why not do what we did in Forest and put like an entity in front of the barrel? Just
there is an entity there, man.
And?
I just can't get its position. Like, it's not correct. And also, Peter added a whole bunch of weird custom code to the gun's rotation, which, like, 10% of the time, or even 30% of the time, means that it's flipped back to front. And like, I'm not even going to deal with that. I don't have time. He's going to wake up soon, he can deal with it. He wrote the code. I don't want to take the time to understand it and change it and do whatever. Like, he can just deal with that. So like, honestly, it's just been all this garbage, like, accumulation of little things that just sucks, you know?
Because we were going to dinner last night, right? And you were saying, like, honestly, I feel so chill
I know.
about this game. Like,
I know.
Everything is so great.
But then it's like, it basically started in the morning where I'm like, let me just quickly make the tents, like, be flat. And then I'm like,
it took a while.
How do I get the current, if I have a world space position, how do I get the tile index so I can get the tile entity? And that took like hours because there were just all these edge cases and it was just garbage. But also because like, I don't know, I should stop doing mathy things in the morning because I just can't think. Like, I'm really bad at math in the morning. I don't know, it's just all this little thing. Like, I feel like the amount of work that I've actually got done today, it seems like a lot because the game was very different in the morning, but I feel like it's like 2 hours worth of work. But it's been 13 hours. But I'm glad that at least the runtime builds, because that means we can actually ship this if we want to. But
if we want to, Jan is all depressed. I mean, it's
and
fine.
then it's like,
game engine,
you know,
game entry submission, whatever. Game submission.
We like, aside from audio though, I wanted to put together a little tutorial Oh, and there's still no real gameplay loop in the sense that, like, there is no general. There is no, like, you know,
Yeah.
that's a bit annoying. Like, there's no, like, hey, well done, you brought me my coffee. But, like, Peter can probably iron that out.
Should we have a voice like a line that says that? That would be cool, right?
Where's Peter? He should be up by now.
It's 4 p.m.
For him.
Yeah, but he went to bed pretty.
Yeah,
early.
but he should be awake. Peter. Peter. Yeah.
Look, we just have to like basically do nothing apart from the game loop, just because we need a game. Okay. As soon as we have that solid tested, then we can work on something else.
Yeah. And like, oh, and then aside from audio, like I also kind of need to do the whole UI situation. You know, adding UI to the engine, so that we can display the things properly.
What? And you want to sleep tonight?
Well, that's the thing.
Nah. Well, look. I think music is important for the game.
I don't know about music. I think like just some ambience and some gunfire.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, man.
How do you want to spend the next?
Part of me is also just like, what's the point? You know? Because what are we gonna do? We're gonna like ship this. We're gonna kill ourselves, get it out on time, and then what is the point? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
the point. I don't know. But I like the idea of the game, and I feel like it could be a really cool beginning of like just something else almost. Like the world generation look is cool. I really like the aesthetic. What does it look like with the edge outline on?
Yeah, I'd be curious to see as well.
That should be pretty easy to turn on. Just this. Oh, that's hazelnut. Well, I just need to turn it on. Yeah, no, it's moderately. Not this moderate. It's not that hard to do, but I have to enable it in the shader as well. Failed to compile. What? What?
A semicolon?
No. Why is it not compiling that shader? Fairly easy to turn on. Edge texture. Ah. No. It's because this needs to go up here so that that's also included. Maybe it works now. It doesn't seem like it. Oh, no, it's fine. It's just disabled. If I build the shader pack though, and now if I run the runtime, maybe, if we're lucky, we'll see it. Yep.
Looks kind of cool.
Yeah. almost
I like
can't
how
tell.
the flowers light up underneath that light. I think it's cool.
Ah, yeah, you're right.
Cause I thought you put like some texture or something like
That
over
looks
the top.
kind of cool. It almost looks like a comic book or something.
Yeah.
I kind of like that. Oh yeah, did you notice that it's slow motion when you shoot? I showed you that, right? Oh yeah, you played it, I think.
I don't know if I noticed this.
No,
Do you like the
I just
legs?
did that recently.
Do you like the
Yeah.
legs one going side to side?
Where are the enemies? I think this is one of those seeds where all the enemies spawn underground. They fall off the map. That can happen as... Oh, here we go. See, look, it's... When you aim, it's slow motion.
Oh, let's see.
Like, see, this is this is normal, and then that's slow.
So physics actually gets
Everything's slow. Yeah, physics...
rendering.
frame rate. No, the frame rate remains the same. That doesn't look bad, actually. The edge outline.
The thing is, we can submit past the due date, like for critical bug fixes and stuff.
Maybe we should convert this to an extra game and spend the next 3 weeks on it. That's funny. Look, see how their shotguns are... Oh no, they're fine.
I mean, you can,
I thought they were back to front.
because there's no ratings
Hey, look, it's
for an
the...
extra
This is...
game anyway.
You should reuse the texture from Dichotomy. From the red Dichotomy cube on this. And this will be like, this is where all the players went from Dichotomy.
Well, no, I've already made a new player model. I think if you pull the latest game code, you'll see it. But I don't have it set up for the player yet. Because Peter can do that, because I don't know how to set it up. No, I actually kind of like the outline effect, I'm gonna lie.
Yeah, it looks kind of cool, like here. That looks kind of cool.
And I think like the front of the character as well, like there's a bit more to it. With the
It's such a good outline effect. I don't forget where I adapted it from. I mean, I don't remember where I
what's
adapted
it called?
I found it on like
Shader
Shade.
Tool,
Yeah,
yeah.
Shader Tool. I just don't remember which one. No, we're not gonna. I don't think we're gonna keep the outline effect. But it just looks cool.
I'm telling you, Hazel should by default with the outline effect. And
That's
then you have
its
to,
thing.
You have to like jump through so many hoops to turn it off. You have to pay money for Hazel to turn it off, but by default you get the outline effect.
That's funny.
And that's it.
Oh, my
That's
coffee.
how you
My
brand
coffee.
No.
Not the coffee. This is like, you know how like in some sitcoms or whatever, does Seinfeld do that? They just like end on a still frame. Seinfeld does that,
I
yeah.
haven't seen much Seinfeld.
This is kind of like, no. And then the executive producer, blah, 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 shows up. Not the coffee. It's funny because I paused like the screen, because it's a screen capture, so when I hit escape, you'll probably see just the dead player and everything's all over. He's not dead, but he's out of coffee.
Because in our game, being dead is better than being out of coffee.
Yeah, you can't die, but you can lose your coffee.
It's a lot like real life. It's really an allegory for real life.
The game name.
Coffee to you. Nah, it has to be World War One.
I'm annoyed with this guy trolling. I'm gonna add him as a moderator. The last straw was saying Bloom was unnecessary. That's a sure way to get banned.
Not around these parts. What's it called?
GTA wasted death animation would be awesome. Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
I'm not gonna animate the what's it called the general because that's gonna take too long. And I think I'm gonna scrap redoing the player anime, like redoing the player. Rather, what I'll do is like make a main menu, like a nice main menu. I think. Instead of
Okay.
Because you have enough on your plate as it is, and I kind of dumped it on yours because I'm like, I guess if you're chilling here, you may as well do this. But considering how you have all this stuff that you're not gonna get done anyway, I'll just do. the main
I'm
menu.
drinking kombucha.
drink Red Bull.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll get started on that pretty soon.
But nice if we had like an extra day, if it was like 4 days. I just feel like I would have. Yeah. I don't know, man. Well, the thing is, Peter can do some stuff, right?
I'm sure he can do a lot of stuff.
Because if he could just do the rest of like that, like if I just can focus on two things, the whole tutorial text, which involves, you know, adding that support for UI kind of to the engine, and also the audio, maybe that would be enough.
What's it called? We're not putting the sandbags and tank
Oh, that. No, we probably should, but I don't know. Like, but on the other hand, like, how's that gonna look, you know?
Can't really know until we try.
I don't know. I feel like this Ludum Dare flew by. Like, I honestly don't feel like it's been 3 days already. It feels like 2 days.
Yeah.
It's weird. Alright, well, I guess I can maybe start on the music.
Cool. And I'm gonna
What do you think the music should be?
Intense.
I mean, we could just cut it and just have ambience. Like, I could make
That's
some
the name of the
ambience.
game.
Ambience?
No.
Cut
Coffee Intense, but it's not intense. It's intense.
Yeah.
That's it.
Intense
Yeah.
Camping Productions. Alright.
Okay. Now, what we're going to do is quickly model a general for us. And I think after that I'm done. So I'm not going to animate it. I'm not going to
A wild piano appeared. Oh, I don't know.
It's just reusing the but we try to think of ways to save time here.
I feel uninspired.
Bad news bears.
Bad news bears. What would sound kind of like? I think this one should be an acoustic guitar soundtrack. Yeah. E flat minor to B7 major. Sounds like garbage. Hey, you know that sad freaking music in Attack of Titan when everyone's dying? That might fit. No, I don't know that. I haven't seen Attack on Titan.
Damn.
Have you? You have probably, yeah. Yeah. Is it good? Is it as hyped as everyone says it is?
Even if you're not
Yeah?
into anime, you should.
I like some anime.
Yeah.
I like the Ghibli movies.
It is a bit like,
Out there.
in the sense that you kind of, a lot of the time you're watching people get eaten alive by huge humanoid things. But other than that,
Right.
it's great.
Yeah, no, I've seen that. I've seen those parts.
Yeah.
That was that Metallica prelude. Yeah. I was playing Nothing else matters before, yeah. Just naturally stumbled into it, but it was actually on my mind when I was thinking about a soundtrack for like a war movie. I don't know why, but I feel like that kind of fits well. Maybe some military music. Ooh, Star Wars soundtrack. Halo. Haven't seen the game yet. What's the theme feeling? I don't know, man. I feel like I'm not gonna finish this game, so I'm kind of over it. A little bit. Don't let Tim hear though, even though he's literally 2 meters away from me. Can you do Jurassic Park? Like I don't know. I don't remember that song, that music.
Such contrast with the
B minor natural.
Yesterday at dinner. Who was like so excited.
Building into an intense C major. A minor. Why are you guys just saying like words? I was gonna say Twitch chat writes game music, but actually it's YouTube chat. For 3 days, what kind of competition even is there? quite a lot, surprisingly, especially when you don't even have to use your own assets in the jam. You just have to be like, I stole this and that. In the Hall of Mountain King, but on coffee. I barely remember. I don't really remember that. I'm just playing it by ear. Coding using that piano keyboard. That would be sick. Man, I should make a video where I map every key on my keyboard to this key and be like, guys, I got a new keyboard. Check it out. That'd be somewhat efficient because there's obviously more keys on the PS. There's 91 keys here, right? That's more than like the computer keyboard. So you could be cool. You could be like, when I press this key up here, it's the equivalent of 2 or 3 keyboard strokes in one hit.
And then your pedal is your shift key or your control key.
And then yeah, the
No, I just love like as
the
a
pedal
programmer,
is.
You're gonna be holding shift and then like left arrow, left arrow, left arrow, right arrow, right arrow.
Oh yeah. Oh, but you get
Backspace.
the note to actually play as well.
Note to play. What do you mean?
Well, you know, it's not it's not just like
the keyboard,
silent.
It's still
It actually like plays what you type.
Yeah. Which is gonna sound horrendous.
Moving your arm further is less efficient, lol. Thank you guys for critically analyzing my idea. Why do you do so long streams? That's unhealthy. It's called a 72-hour game jam. I'm getting mean. It's time to stop streaming.
I remember when y'all
Mean Cherno.
Yeah, we should play some COD before you leave. Just like nice chill game, you know?
Nice chill game. Dude took that piano keyboard comment to heart. Yeah, I did. If you can steal assets, just take the soundtrack from the movie 1917. Yeah, could do that. Great time to review pull requests. Yeah, I remember that. Hans Zimmer. Did he do Interstellar?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the Interstellar theme. Maybe I could just copy Interstellar. How does that go again? Da 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 da.
Wait.
Dun,
This is,
dun, dun, dun.
that is not Interstellar.
No, I've got it in my head. I just can't play it.
Hit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right.
I think this one. Yeah.
This is the wrong key, but yeah. That's it. So I could just steal that. No one will notice. I'll just do it in a different key. It's basically a complete unique set of notes. That doesn't suit the game though. Do the Dark Knight theme. I don't know that one. Like, as in, I haven't heard it, I think. What's the other one? Inception, Dream is Collapsing, or whatever. Bwah. Bwah. How does that go? Because I like that one. There's two I like from Inception. Time and I guess Dream is... I can't, like... I'm just brain dead right now, though. Like, I literally don't remember the melody. But anyway, it doesn't matter. This is all a waste of time. Do you use auto hotkey? Yeah, that's how I'm playing. I'm actually running a script. I use auto hotkey. I do actually use auto hotkey for exactly one thing, and it's for keeping Windows always on top, because it's good. Ask ChatGPT. That's not a bad idea, man. I'm gonna ask ChatGPT, which I don't remember how to log into that.
Everything is just not in your favor, Jan.
I'm serious, this is the worst. It might be on my laptop, though. It might be already logged in here. I'm gonna ask ChatGPT for a war chord progression and a melody line, maybe, and we're gonna go with that. Alright, listening at ChatGPT. Your connection was interrupted. Well, my internet is probably working, considering I think I'm live. No, I have to log in. Yeah, this is a disaster. ChatGPT ain't great for music, really? But can't it just tell me, like in words, what to do? Pretty sure I made my account with Google, so I think I should try logging in with my Google account, I guess. This just sucks. I hate everything. You guys should just be happy that you're not in this situation where you're like making a game for a game jam and not sleeping. Alright, okay, I'm in.
Come and sleep, there's no point.
Nah, well, yeah, but I feel bad for doing that, so I'm kind of working on music. Alright, okay. Hello, ChatGPT. Sorry for calling so late. I'm in a bit of a pickle. I am doing a game jam. And I desperately need to write some music for it. Please, it's a war. It's a game set in a war zone, but there are some cartoony graphics, so it's a bit more chill. Please let me know what chord progression would suit such an affair. Yours forever.
Forever.
Cherno.
Forever is a long time, Cherno.
Alright, let's see what ChatGPT says. Nah, I'm not sharing my screen, it's on my laptop.
Peter, wake up, bro.
Hello,
It's desperate
hello,
to-
Cherno. Don't worry about the late call. I'm always here to help you out. Based on your description of the game setting, you may want to consider using a minor chord progression. Thank you, as it can convey a sense of tension and conflict that fits with the Warzone setting. However, since the graphics are cartoony and the mood is supposed to be network error, and the mood is supposed to be somewhat chill, you might not want to make the music too dark or intense. Oh, but I do. One option, this is hilarious. It literally says one option could be a minor 2, major 5, minor 1 progression, which is commonly used in jazz and can network error. Like, I'm not making this up. It literally, like, all the fluff is there, but then
when it gets to the business.
but then as soon as it's like actually laying down the law. So what did it say? 251. So that would be like,
This is the starting.
which is fine, I
feel
guess.
Like you almost want the inverse of that.
Which is commonly used in jazz and can, and that's it. Why is there a network error? I'm connected. I've been connected the whole time. You're lying. ChatGPT, just say you don't want to talk to me. You don't have to fake like, oh, I'm going through a tunnel. The heck. Oh, here we go. It's back. Is that what is that? Is that a diminished? I've never seen that sign in music before. It's like the zero through a.
To me, it's like Swedish. Like the
It's like
Swedes
looks
have
like
a letter
Swedish.
like
What
that.
is that, guys? Do you know what
We
that
need to get
is?
Peter on this.
It says B, and then it's like a 0, but it's like got a line through it. 7. For some reason, my gut says diminished, which would be like what? No. What's a diminished again? That's diminished, right? It's a minor, but it's flat 5. Half dim. It's a half diminished. What's a half diminished? I don't know what that is.
Yeah, just learn music real quick so we can write this.
What is? I'm just gonna ask it. Why am I asking you guys? I could ask ChatGPT. It's a shorthand way of saying B half diminished 7th chord. Yeah, because it's got 7. So in the context of the A minor scale, it would be built on the 7th degree of the scale B D F A. Oh well, that's what I played. I just didn't play the 7th. And again, a network error. You pile of garbage. Why is it dropping out? Alright, so it's suggesting B diminished 7th, which is this, followed by an E7, followed by an A minor 7. So going from the A minus 7 back to the B diminished is a bit weird. I like the E7. I mean, so I guess a B diminished 7th is literally just a... It's a D minus 6 as well. But it's just the root is a B instead of the 6th, adding a 6th. Fascinating. We in the orchestra. Yes, worst orchestra ever. Someone's saying A minus 7. Cherno plays chat chords. A minus 7. D minus 7. B minus 7 flat 5. Oh good, Peter's here. Thank God, I was getting sick of this. B minus 7 flat 5. Isn't that just a diminished? Or is it B minus 7? Add the flat 5. No, that's like a flat 13 or whatever. And then an E7. Good, Peter. I've gone crazy. It's good that you're here. I should probably update you. I guess I'll do a call and show you and stream what I've done. So Tim and I decided to scrap the game and start a completely new project.
And we're halfway through it. Good news.
And we're using Unity.
Godot, yeah, let's not kid us.
Oh yeah, we're using Godot. I'd rather die.
Peter was like, I've been gone for 6 hours, man. What happened?
He's gonna regret sleeping for that long.
Yeah.
All right, Peter. I guess I'll do a call, and I'll show stream as well. How do I Discord? All right, Peter in the house.
What have you done? Yeah.
Okay, let me show you. I mean, the game's basically done. It's just not really done, but it's like kind of done. Well, it's not done. Like there's it's hard to explain. I'll just show you. Actually, you know what? I'll show you in the runtime. That's how done it is. Screw the editor. We don't need that.
Boys, what if we just ship now and just...
Let me... No, actually, I'll show you in a minute. I want to get rid of the outline effect. Actually, it doesn't matter. You can... I turned the outline effect for fun. We just wanted to see what it looked like. Alright, so basically you drop in... tab... You can see my screen, yeah?
Yeah.
Tab just shows you where to go. So initially it shows you to get the coffee, basically. So you walk,
Okay.
you go to the tent, which is on a perfectly flat terrain. There's a gun that spawns here. Don't worry about your text or whatever. So you pick that up,
Yeah.
and then you pick up the coffee. Now it magically changes to show you that you need to go to the general tent. So you have your gun, and you're basically walking to the general tent. Now, enemies should be spawning. There's a chance sometimes that they don't really spawn for all chunks, but you can see that here they are. So you can aim at them by pressing a right click, and if you do, time slows down, as you can see.
Whoa.
You can shoot at them, kill them, and well, yeah, pick up their weapons and whatever. You can see I probably lost a bit of coffee there. I'm not going to pick up their weapons. Yeah, shift is to sprint. which is you can just kind of speed run it. I made this print speed fast mostly. I added sprint initially just to be able to quickly debug and test stuff. But you can see this is the general's tent where I'm supposed to leave the coffee, but at the moment it's exactly the same. So there's no actual general, and there's no way to leave the coffee here really. In fact, it's a duplicate, so you can pick up another coffee, which is fun, and now you have two. But the shooting mechanic kind of works, right? So you can see it. Well, yeah, if I hold right click, that's kind of like the aim down sight. So it zooms in the field of view, and so does, by the way, moving the camera. So moving the camera in like this actually zooms it in a bit, like in terms of field of view. That's why you can't see the text here. But I'm gonna have a different, like, I'm probably gonna add little screen space UI to Hazel very quickly, because we kind of need it for the tutorial text. And yeah, if you hold right click, you can see that crosshair just targets the closest entity within a certain range, and you can see the player rotates to face him as well. One of these two, basically, depending on which one it chooses. It can switch targets very quickly. And there's no accuracy or anything, like as in it just shoots perfectly. Yeah. You can see I can kind of kill them. So in that sense, it's kind of working. But also, like, the rate, yeah, you're definitely right about the raycasts being weird. And also what seems to happen is sometimes this gun here will just be backwards. It'll be upside down and facing that way.
I've noticed that. I thought I was getting the rotations wrong in the code, but then they were right, and I thought I had fixed it, but then they were wrong again, and I don't know why.
Yeah, it's really weird. I just also think that you should probably never use setting. You should probably almost never set the rotations using Euler angles. Like, I just feel like set them using quaternions. Like, as in just use set rotation, and that would probably be better. But also,
that's what I ended up doing for the player and the camera.
Yeah, but also, what was I gonna say? Yeah, there's like the weirdest thing ever, because I've been trying to get the gun to shoot from the barrel. However, like, I literally cannot. Like, if I try and get the world space transform and world space position of like this entity that happens to be here, it just gets me like it all the way out here, and like it just doesn't work, man. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, it's as if and it depends on the rotation as well. It's like it's not actually relative rotation, even though that's parented to this. It's really weird. So I just gave up, and at the moment it's just he just shoots from the origin of the actual player, because that's pretty reliable. No, origin of the player plus 1 meter on the Y. So from here. Because otherwise it's just like ridiculous. Yeah, I don't know why. It's super strange.
That's very strange.
And yeah, sometimes like, and that's a bit annoying, because like if I stand up on this hill, for example, and I shoot, like you can kind of see that like let me just point this way. The barrel of the gun is technically able to shoot the thing, but he goes through the ground. Like, the origin of the play goes through the ground, so therefore, of course, that doesn't work because you're shooting this. But it clearly looks like it should work. So there's there's a few different weird issues. But like, you know, the game works. Like, you would basically fix the rest of the gameplay and also add the whole general thing. I would like to get some sleep, but aside from that, I can basically add all of the tutorials. So I'll add tutorial text, but also add add some like screen space text components or something to Hazel that will just appear on top of everything in screen space all the time. Like, as in they won't be obscured by the depth buffer or anything, and they'll be in screen space, kind of like, well, literally like, you know, this text that's in the runtime. And then I'll do that, and then also I have to do the audio and the music somehow. Like, I don't know about the music, might just do ambience, but there needs to be like shooting sound effects and stuff. And I don't even know if the audio engine works. Well, it should, yeah.
I mean, it should, because I think even Emily managed to get something working with audio on Linux, so Windows should definitely work in that case.
Also, did you disable the spotlight shadows?
I didn't.
Yeah, so that's seems to be broken for some reason.
Ye-
Also, my light is like flickering. Why is my light flickering? Oh. Yeah, anyway. And, I don't know, man. And for the ammo counter, like, I feel like I wouldn't have an ammo counter. I would just, like, either, like, you try and shoot and it just clicks. Like, you don't know how much ammo you have. Or even you could get someone to, like, just shout, I'm out of ammo, or something. Or need ammo. Yeah, check your supply lines. Yeah. I don't know, something like that. Like,
Yeah.
just something a bit more, like, because I don't know, man. Like this, like just text on screen. Like, first of all, that gives me forest vibes, and second of all, like, I don't know. I just, yeah, I prefer not to have that.
Yeah, we can change it pretty easily, I think.
Yeah.
As long as we have like.
That's a
auto
cool little.
sort, which
Why is that weird?
the text.
Look at that
on the
bouncing.
crate.
Yeah, it's like bouncing when I
Hey,
move the
is that
camera.
baked into the texture, or is it?
Yeah, that's baked into the texture.
What?
Maybe it's something to do with the outline shader.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah, I think so.
It's gotta be right.
Well, never say it's gotta be.
Why not? What
Oh,
else
the
could
jerry
it
cans.
be?
That's nice. Don't ask. This is a nice looking tent.
Thanks.
All right.
So is the general model done?
Yes, Tim has it.
Well, I'm working on
Okay.
it right now, but yeah, it's essentially gonna be the player model, but with a different hat. That's it.
That sounds good.
Because with Jan being in the state that he is, I feel like I need to step up and take something off his plate. So I'm gonna do the main menu as soon as that's done. So that's why I'm kind of rushing to finish the
Yeah.
models and get onto that. Because the longer I can
Yeah.
spend on that, the better. And then yeah, maybe have a look at like recording some audio for like just to give the ambience of like World War One. Like I'm out of ammo or whatever. Like supply lines. It's all about the supply lines, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
But that's a stretch goal for me anyway. First main menu.
Okay. In that case, so I'm gonna put some. I'm gonna start by just making sure we can spawn in the general. And actually like deliver the coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
We need a complete loop, complete game loop as soon as possible. Like above fixing rotations, all that doesn't matter. If we don't have like a loop,
Yeah.
these rotations, if they were perfect, they wouldn't do anything.
Yeah,
So we need a
that's-
loop as ASAP. And after that, we
So-
can get to the bugs in the order of
Yeah.
the priority.
Yeah,
If we can spawn the general and deliver the coffee.
yeah,
I kind of beat the game. And the gameplay's like there, it's done.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
then we start fixing and polishing.
yeah.
What's it called, Peter? If after this, if me and you can hop on a call, because I animated an enemy player, and like I wasn't sure how to set up, so I just created a prefab called animated player, and so if we just swap that model in, and double check that the compass model is swapped in correctly, which I think it should be. I just swapped in the mesh basically. But
Okay.
yeah, just double check that the assets I've done so far are already part of the game, because I don't want to be having to do it in the last hour, you know, like if they're done, they should
Yeah.
be already part of the game and tested and whatnot. But
Yeah, that sounds good. Okay, I also spawned the general in the go tent, and I delivering the coffee, which beats the game.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good.
Okay, well, first step, I think, is let me just like push and stuff so that you can
Yeah.
actually. Okay. I added a nice thing to the engine where you can right click on an entity and click unparent, because
Okay.
like we just could not unparent entities, like literally. Tim was trying to find the magic pixel and
If
that
it doesn't
didn't
exist,
work.
Well, it It should, because it's not just one pixel on the
Well,
on the right
look,
hand
man,
side of the scene
he tried, like,
Really? I haven't had any issues with it.
well, Tim, you're the witness.
Yeah, no, you couldn't. When it's a full scene hierarchy, there's a hard time on parenting. You know that, people. Like from Forest, do you remember how hard it was to unparent there?
Well, you can just drag it to the right side of the scene hierarchy panel.
Yeah, but
We didn't try that, I think.
No, I tried that, but the reason why that wasn't working, at least I suspect, I don't know why, is because Jan had his docked on the opposite side of the screen, and Jan has that bug where it's like his stuff gets cut out halfway through the screen, so maybe that has something to do with it. But I don't know.
Yeah, that would probably do it. Yeah, that whole thing needs reworking either way.
Yeah, there's lots of stuff in the engine. I added like you can set the time scale on the scene through C#, which is how we do the slow-mo.
How do we do it in dichotomy?
I had a multiplier in C# that I just multiplied with delta time in whatever scripts needed it.
Yeah, the difference here is the physics engine gets the delta time as well.
Yeah.
It's an engine side thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Whereas in dichotomy it wasn't.
But it slowed down the axis, but I guess
Yeah, because they weren't physics.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah, we were rotating them like normal.
Yeah.
The only thing they used physics for was detecting
Collision.
the collision.
Yeah.
That's rubbish. Oh yeah, I should turn off this. Yeah, so that's kind of like that we don't need. I had to go at adding transparency to the end. It wouldn't be a Ludum Dare without me trying to sneak in transparency quickly.
Under the rug.
Yeah. Engine stuff. Too tired to write a message. Sorry. You guys can't do that, only me, because I'm the boss.
That's funny because Jan committed like just then dev final. Too tired to write a message, sorry, or whatever.
I think, yeah.
But you should have seen the essay he wrote to ChatGPT. Like, it was a formal introduction. Dear ChatGPT, how are you going on this fine evening? I'm very tired. We're in a rush for a game engine. Get to the point. Can you please help me write a song?
Yeah, I asked for a chord progression. Okay. Yeah.
Did it work?
Yeah. I mean, it gave me a chord progression, but like, you know, I could also write down some random chords on a piece of paper.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just gonna give you like all this stuff and like good luck because I don't like. I'm not even like. I'm telling you, I don't. Oh, crosshair. You probably don't need that, but you're getting it. Oh, the mesh. There's a crosshair mesh. Yeah, I couldn't get a texture with transparency for the crosshair, so we have a 3D mesh.
Which is fine.
Yeah, it looks kind of cool.
Yeah.
Shooting and game dev. What? Did you push stuff?
I haven't pushed.
Dude,
I might have like a while
the
ago.
asset registry.
Script file,
Yes, it's just that one thing. I'm not running Hazelnut, am I? No good. Alright. I've done some pushing.
Alright.
Shooting in game.
Great.
Yeah, alright. That's it? Do you kind of know what you're doing or nah?
Hey Peter, can you pull the game engine code and just make sure that everything runs and that Jan doesn't have a secret stash that didn't get pushed by accident? Because this happened the last 2 days already.
A secret stash?
Like twice you've left the office and Peter hops on the call like 30 minutes after.
I
Jan
think
didn't push it.
I'm gonna go. Oh, but the audio. Nah, screw the audio. I think I'm gonna go like to. Oh yeah, we briefly considered stealing the Interstellar soundtrack. But What was I gonna say? I'm gonna go probably get some sleep. Maybe I'll get up at around 6 a.m. though, and that will give me like I don't know 5 or so hours, maybe 4 hours by the time I get in. 4 hours to like finish the game, but then you'll have about 5 or so hours.
On top of that, you mean?
Yeah, because there's no if you're gonna be doing stuff, there's not much point in me doing stuff, and maybe I'll get in and I'll do the engine side like UI components so that we can do the tutorial, and then also I'll do the audio, which obviously doesn't touch anything in the morning. That's basically it.
Yeah.
It would be nice if we could get like a little soundtrack down, but I don't think that's necessary.
Worst case, we can add it like after or whatever. Because soundtrack doesn't change the gameplay.
What if I just do like a... What if I do a stupid version of Interstellar where it's like da 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 da, and it's just like some kind of like budget version that's like clearly not, you know, therefore the copyright strike's not gonna happen because that's fair use, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's gone blue. Anyway, I don't think Peter's too keen on that.
Yeah. I don't care.
That would make it scary, alright. Yeah, especially if everything is a minor chord. I like this almost sounds distorted.
Yeah, I'm gonna basically just add it, make sure we can spawn in the general,
Yep.
deliver the coffee, and like actually beat the game.
Yep.
And then I'm probably not gonna do like the gum pickup behavior stuff because it works the way it is now, and I don't want to risk just completely nuking it.
Yep.
Instead, I might just focus on like polishing and fixing issues after I've done like the gameplay stuff.
Yeah. Well, yeah, most important thing is basically get that general tent in. Because, like, technically speaking, even though the game is, like, rough around the edges, it's, like...
It's evidence of progress.
It's, yeah, like, as long as the general is there, you can technically take the coffee from the first tent to the second tent. Like, and obviously you should make it so that we can lose. Like, as in, if you spill all the coffee, then game over, and maybe enter to try again, and maybe it will regenerate the world. It'll just, it can just reload the whole game, basically. Just reload the scene or whatever.
Yeah. I'll probably...
If you reload the scene, does it, like, clear static things?
What do you mean static thing?
Not if it doesn't...
Oh, no, because it reloads the assembly. Yeah, that's right, I forgot.
That's easy enough to add.
But no, but it's okay, I didn't do anything static. So it's
Yeah,
fine.
no, but I have. Although, nothing that actually matters, technically. And I also did clear it on destroy and that kind of stuff, so...
Yep.
Actually, yeah, it should be fine. And if it's not, I'll just modify the runtime project to call reload.
Yeah.
Is this B major, Jan?
What's the first note? No, it's like E flat.
E flat. What's
It's
B
E flat
major?
minor.
Okay.
Something.
Now I'm gonna make sure that Jan doesn't have a secret stash of code somewhere.
Yeah, can you?
Yeah, make sure that everything works, and then I'll go to sleep.
Yeah. So
Oh yeah, you were playing
which
in the
scene
end.
is it that's working? Is it the root movement?
It's yeah.
Or-
That's that one. The main one. That's the main one.
Right?
That's the only one I ever opened. Oh, I opened your compass one briefly to see how to make that work.
Okay, good. You have like,
turned it off.
you know,
I did, yeah, I did.
yeah, you do have the gun manager. Good.
Yep.
Null tent. Oh, the level generator. How's the tent null?
Is the tent null?
It's set null tent. But
Oh, that's
maybe
fine. That's
it's
fine. No, that's actually fine.
Oh,
That's fine. That just means some of the tiles couldn't be found, but it's probably kind of on a chunk boundary. But it doesn't matter. It
Okay.
should still work.
yeah, that's fine. Alright, I got my shotgun. And you didn't add aiming for the controller, but I can add that.
Oh yeah, soz. I don't
I'll
know.
just make
I
that
don't know if
for you.
controller support should be like a priority.
I mean, it's literally 2 seconds to add a line. So it's not a problem.
Yeah. Okay.
I can just slap that in real quick. But, I mean, yeah, seems like it's fine for the most part here. And if there are any issues, I'll just fix them. After I get the general spawning and everything.
Cool. Sounds
Also,
good.
Yeah, I need to scripting as well, but it's fine.
Script. What's scripting?
Printing.
Oh, printing.
Printing with the controller.
Ah, sprinting. Yeah. I kind of tried to make that work, but it doesn't. Like if you look at the code, there's an is sprinting or can I don't know. There's like some kind of sprinting boolean, and it tries to check the something, but it doesn't work.
Yeah, I'll get it working once I have
What's
the
that?
general.
It's the very last function in root motion player, and you can see it tries to see if the left joystick is pressed, but that doesn't work.
Yeah, okay.
Because
I'll take a look.
you probably want pressed is only for one frame. You want
Ah,
held. You want held.
Yeah,
That's probably
you have to
why
be
that
either
Ah.
held or down. So
okay.
held,
Well then, just change it to that.
down, yeah.
What's the difference between down and held?
held is everything after the
down
first frame.
will basically
Down is
refer
Ah.
from both like
Okay,
the
got it.
first press and
Yeah, Tim already
hold
explained it, Peter. Stop talking.
Well, Tim needs to know.
Tim needs to know. It's the latency. It's the latency all the way to Sweden, and you can't keep up.
Exactly. Alright,
So is everything's
yeah,
working
now
for
it
you?
works. Now it works.
So I should go to sleep.
Yes. Like
Yes.
pronto.
It's okay, you have permission.
All right. Good night, Peter.
Dismissed, young.
Alright.
Excellent. My favorite thing to be is dismissed. All right. Goodbye, chat. It's been real. I'm gonna get some sleep.
It's been too real.
I'll see you guys in like 5-ish hours, I guess.
Yeah, that's rough.
Hopefully the boys carry the team here.
We'll be alright.
That's an interesting text. Alright, later. I can do a vroom with the guitar.
Nox camera.
But the problem with this stupid thing is I don't know when to stop it because like if I stop it too early it cuts off the stream. Oh well, it's clearly done.